Hi, this is Robert over at Capital Retail Group. We specialize in leasing, property management, and sales for commercial real estate properties located in Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. Today, we want to talk about the listing agreement, how tenant brokers are paid, and what expense that is to a landlord. So let's show you an example here of an actual listing agreement. So if there is a cooperative broker, oftentimes the tenant broker is the name, they are going to get paid 6% of the lease value or 4 months of rent, whichever is greater. If there is no tenant broker, if the tenant is not represented by a broker, the landlord is only going to pay their broker, and this is what they're going to pay here is 3% of the total lease value or 2 months of rent, whichever is greater. So that calculation has to be made to determine if 2 months of base rent is greater than 3% of the total lease value. As there's a longer lease, 5, 7, 10-year terms, more likely you're going to end up paying the 3%. If it's a shorter term of lease, more likely you're going to pay the base rent that's calculated. So that's how it's done in the listing agreements. By the way, the rate and the amount changes based on the scenario. Is it an office lease? Is it a retail lease? Is it a large shopping center? Is it small? There's a number of variables that come into play. There's no one set amount or standard. So please just keep that in mind. I would say, though, if you're a tenant broker and you're representing a tenant, you want to have an understanding before a lease is signed so you're not freaking out after the fact how much you're going to get paid. We get this sometimes where a tenant broker will just say, hey, send us the check. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You have to have the commission agreement signed. And here it is. We sent this one actually yesterday to this principal broker, and we said, here's the lease amount. Here's what you need to do to get paid. And here's the schedule. The schedule is just the outline of how they're going to get paid and the calculation thereof. So just ensure that these things are signed. It really avoids confusion, angst, people freaking out after the fact. If you guys have any questions on commission listing agreements, how its calculations are done, feel free to give us a call here at Capital Retail, 202-319-2884, or check us out on the web, capitalretail.com.